It's time for the Doug Garrison Show.
This week it's hats and handbags as Doug previews a fundraiser at the Mqt Regional History Center. The Breast Friends golf outing is right around the corner, and we hear what that's all about. The area's blues community is putting together a fundraiser in honor of one of their own who recently passed away, and we get all the details. And one of the bands performing is the Flatbroke Blues Band.
Hey, that's us! Stick around, the Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG, standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us here at Upfront and Company. We've got a great crowd tonight, and thanks for joining us at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. We got a great show. We're talking about some upcoming fundraisers, but they're not just things that are raising money for special events. They're things that you can do and have a good time with friends in your community. We've also got one of our favorite bands, the Flatbroke Blues Band, is going to play later, so make sure you stick around for that. Before we get to it, I wanted to mention something. There's an ad running right now that is, I think it's for ESPN. It's one of those sports ads, and it's got that guy whose name is Michael Jordan. You've probably seen it. And he has different appointments around town. He has a doctor's appointment. He's being picked up at the airport by a limo driver. And all these people are expecting Michael Jordan, the famous basketball player. And they're all disappointed when this regular old schlub named Michael Jordan shows up. And they're disappointed, and he's disappointed too. And it's unfortunate because they're kind of already disappointed in someone that they don't know. He's just walked into their lives, and without saying anything, they've already prejudged him and decided he's not what they hoped for, not what they expected. And I think that's unfortunate because really, I would think that you might want to wait until you've actually spent some time with someone before you decide whether or not you like this person and you find value in their companionship. Well, this leads me to a story about a store in town called Divine Consign. You know, we've talked about Divine Consign on this show before. It's a furniture resale shop run by some local Catholic church members. It was created by friends of mine, the Parkers and Carol Parker and the O'Briens and Linda O'Brien, and they started this store and they manage this store and they raise money for Catholic education. Well, let me get to my story. About 3 years ago when Divine Consign first opened up, 3 kids walked in, Northern students looking to buy some inexpensive furniture. And I'm sure Carol and whoever else was working that day looked at them and thought, well, here's some kids who are just don't have a lot of money and want to buy some furniture and save some money. And when they were negotiating for their furniture, Carol said, you know what, I can give you a deal on this furniture if you'd like to volunteer some time at the store. The kids said, well, okay, we could stand to save a little bit of money. So they made a deal and they said, we'll volunteer. And I'm sure Carol thought, well, they'll put some time in and put some hours in and it'll be a solid deal for both of us. Well, the point is that when these kids walked in, Carol didn't know who they were and didn't know what they were about. But now it's 3 years later. And those kids are finally walking out the door because for 3 years, they didn't just put in a couple hours and say it was good. They've been volunteering every Saturday working at Divine Consign, helping Divine Consign raise money for Catholic education. In fact, they've been a major reason why this store has raised over $25,000 in 3 years for Catholic education. And I want you to meet these kids. They're over at a table with a lot of people that work at Divine Consign. We've got J.C. Bowman, Andy Harmon, and Jacob Keck. They're about to graduate from Northern Michigan University. They're about to leave this community, and they're going to leave it better than they found it. You know, this is a great way to look at when somebody walks in the door, we don't know who they are. We don't know what to think of them. But give them a chance to get to know them and see what they're all about. And in this case, 3 years later, I can't think that Carol and Linda at Divine Consign could think that they ran into any better kids than those kids that walked in the store that day. Now, I'd like to wish them good luck, but you know what? I don't think they're going to need it. So what I'll say to them is thank you for your service to this community, and I wish you all the best. Let's hear it for them, definitely. Okay, we got a big show. We're going to get started in just a minute. Stick around. We'll be right back.
When you buy a used car, it should come with a good dose of peace of mind.
That's why at Riverside, our used car and trucks come with a 2-year, up to 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. That's why we super inspect every vehicle.
If you're tired of not finding what you want,
try over 100 to choose from, and another 600 a day away.
And if you're worried about price, Riverside has some of the lowest prices in the state. And our low prices come with lots of extras.
Selection, price, and warranty. Get it all at the new Riverside Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by the Wooden Nickel. With the largest selection of tequila in North Marquette, the Wooden Nickel, the last of the originals. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. Focus on Arts and Culture is presented by City Insurance, a full-service independent insurance agency offering competitive prices and services for all types of personal and business insurance. Thank you, City Insurance. Okay, well, with me are Chris Osier and Regina Robinson, and Chris is the fundraising manager at the Marquette Regional History Center. And Regina is on the purse auction committee, and she's here because they're going to have a purse auction this weekend. Regina, tell us about this.
Well, it's a wonderful event where we're raising money for a good cause. People can come out, purchase some items to enhance their wardrobe, have fun, connect with some dynamic people. It's going to be an exciting event.
Yeah, now this is the 6th year for this. You haven't been around that long.
No.
You haven't been here 6 years. I'll mention Regina is the news director at TV6 and Fox News. She's obviously gotten involved in the community, and we love that. Regina, thank you very much. Now, is it just purses that we're auctioning or other things as well?
Well, a variety of items.
Accessories,
bracelets,
jewelry.
Accessories,
Hats.
scarves, hats.
Scarves.
And
Chris
it's
is
also
wearing-
a contest as well. So bring your best hat, your Sunday best, Kentucky Derby style, and
It's kind of a Kentucky Derby theme because we're
Yes.
coming up on the Kentucky Derby, and the ladies that go to the Kentucky Derby wear these big ostentatious hats. So this is kind of a party, and one of the things in your promotional materials that you said, bring your girlfriends. So I'm guessing that this is kind of a ladies targeted thing. You're not telling me to bring my girlfriends, I hope, right? Chris?
Right, definitely. Bring all of your friends, daughters, grandparents. There's really something for all ages.
And it's this Saturday from 1 to 3 at the Regional History Center.
Correct.
Now, Chris, Regina mentioned a contest, and it has to do with the hats. Tell us about the contest.
It does. You have a chance to win 3 prizes, one for most outrageous, one for most derby-like, and of course one for most historical. So we're encouraging you to wear or build a hat that is fun to wear and to enjoy at the purse auction.
You know, if someone needs an idea, they can probably Google Kentucky Derby hats and probably get a lot of ideas. But maybe something with a Marquette theme would be interesting too.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, as we mentioned, this is a fundraiser for the History Center. Tell us a little bit about what's going on at the center these days and what these funds go to.
Yeah, the funds go to provide programming for education. Students, adults alike can come in and check out the museum. Of course, exhibits, which right now we're turning over into a new canoe exhibit that will be starting at the end of this month. So that's the bulk of it. We're here for the community. We're here for people to visit, and we're just excited to provide this event that also is fun and something to do on a Saturday afternoon.
It does sound like fun. You know, there have been a lot of events at the History Center these days using your atrium and other areas of that. It's becoming a real integral part of this community. It's working out real well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Regina, once again, I want to thank you for helping participate in this, being new to this community, to get involved in something like our History Center. Gives you a chance to probably learn a little bit about the history of this area.
well, yes. Well, also Kay gave me a tour when I first started at TV6.
And you kind of got your heart and you're involved.
Yes, I'm involved.
Okay,
It's
well,
exciting.
this the purse auction and many other accessories available this Saturday, 1 to 3 at the History Center. Tickets are $10. There's hors d'oeuvres and refreshments. Make sure you dress up in Derby theme. Come up with your hat. You might win a nice prize, and you're certainly going to run into some nice people.
Exactly. Yeah.
Regina and Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with this event. I'm sure it's going to be good. Okay, stick around. When we come back, we're talking about things that are pink, so don't go away.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
Togo's, Marquette's original submarine sandwich.
All right, okay. I am here with some of my breast friends, and there's some jokes there, and I'm going to avoid all of them. But with me is Mary Beth Kurtz, and Mary Beth, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us here.
Now, you're going to walk. The only reason you're here is because you're going to walk. There must be more to it than that. What is it?
Well, we're going to walk 36.3 miles in the course of 2 days to help fight breast cancer with the Avon Walk for Breast Cancer.
Okay. Now, this is happening in Chicago.
Correct.
When does this happen?
We will be walking on June 2nd and 3rd.
And now, you have done this before.
This is actually my 10th walk.
Okay.
Yep.
And you are, in fact, yourself a breast cancer survivor.
11 years.
11 years.
Yep, double
And
digits.
so this has a place in your heart, absolutely, yeah. Now, you've got some people here. They're going to walk with you. Who are these ladies here?
Well, I've got Tina. She's walked with me 4 times before. And Erin, she's our newbie. This is going to be her first walk.
And there's going to be another lady going down. Erin's mother-in-law is...
We're hoping, yes.
Is going to walk down with you. Okay. Now you raise money, and in the past, you've had to raise money on your own to go down and participate in this walk, and you have to raise like what?
We each have to raise $1,800.
Each have to raise $1,800 to participate in the walk.
Correct.
And that money goes towards a cure for breast cancer.
Correct.
Okay. And in the past, you've had to raise that money on your own.
We've had pancake breakfast, Pampered for Pink events, you name it, we've tried it.
You've got a new partner this year in raising money.
We do.
Tell
we
us
have our
about
breast
this.
friends.
Yeah.
We have Nate and Nicole, and they are having their 3rd annual Breast Friends golf outing at Gensa's Golf Course on May 20th. And then after the golfing, we follow with lunch at the Crossroads.
Okay.
It's a fun time for everyone.
Now you've, like you say, you guys have both been doing this. You've been walking on your own. They've had this golf event on their own. Somehow you kind of came together. The stars aligned, and now you're together. And they've got somebody to raise money for to help you guys out with this walk.
Exactly.
You mentioned Nate and Nicole. Well, you're talking about Nate Noble from Schwalbach Kitchens and Nicole Baroni from Mark Aho Wells Fargo Investments. And there they are. They're with us tonight. And the Genses are here. The Genses are here. Their golf course is going to host the event. Yep. Applause for them. They've got a following as well. You know, again, we're just finding people who like to give of their time and talents to help for this great cause. Again, it's May 20th. There might be some golf spots still available, but they're filling up fast.
Well, the golf spots may be full already, but we are looking for our D-Cup sponsors. It's a $100 sponsorship on the course.
I would imagine a D-Cup sponsorship would cost $100.
At least.
So sponsorships are still available. If you're interested in that, give Nate a call at Schwalbach Kitchens. The number's 228-3232, and he'd love to have as many people involved in this as possible.
You got it. We also have a little something for you from us. A Breast Friends plaque, and you get your own set of pink balls.
Oh, look at this.
They do say Breast Friends on them.
Oh,
so.
That's great. I appreciate that, and I hope to be a part of this event as well, because once again, it's a great cause, and I certainly appreciate you guys coming here. I'm not going to hit those balls because typically it doesn't take me long to lose them, so I'm going to keep those as a memento of the occasion, and I thank you for that. Once again, it's May 20th. It's for a great cause. You know, we have Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is in October. We've done a lot of work with that on this show. But it's a 12-month, it's a 24/7 year-round effort.
It is, and we'll keep fighting till it's over.
Yeah, well, we appreciate the efforts that you guys do. You know, it sounds like fun when we talk about it now, but going down and giving of your time and your efforts and your money to support this cause, we appreciate that. It's going to be a long trip for you and a lot of work. Hopefully it pays off.
Oh, it will. We'll have fun, and we appreciate all the support.
I'm sure. Now, you've done this before. Have you told the girls what to expect?
Oh, yeah. Blisters and blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. Do you think are we winning this battle? How are we doing?
We have to be. it's gone on far too long, and it's time for it to end.
Yeah, well, we certainly have been giving it a lot of attention, and certainly fundraising efforts at the grassroots level, like what we have here in Marquette. And this is taking place all over the nation.
It is.
All sorts of people getting involved in this, walking for a good cause.
Well, in Chicago, when we walk, is only one of 9 walks that the Avon Breast Cancer holds.
And how many people participate in that?
Last year we had 2,500 people, and we raised over $3 million. So
Great.
It takes the village.
Well, I'm glad that you found some partners in this with Nate and Nicole and the Breast Friends Golf Outing against this golf course. They're looking for any assistance you'd like to provide. Like I say, contact Nate at Schwalbach Kitchens. They're still looking for D-Cup sponsors. I want to get that right. D-Cup sponsors. So if you'd like to help out, help send these ladies down to Chicago to walk for a cure for breast cancer, they'd certainly like to have you participate. Ladies, thanks for coming. Good luck. Have a good time. Nate, Nicole, and Gensis, thank you very much for your help, too.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got more fundraising coming up, so stick around. We're talking about the blues. We're going to go from pink to blues. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right.
Restaurants. The trendier they are, the more they charge. At Big Boy, we don't chase the latest trend because we believe value never goes out of style. Whether you order from our menu or enjoy one of our hearty buffets, you'll discover that good food doesn't have to be overpriced. Imagine being able to afford to take your whole family out to dinner. It's not a trend, it's what we do at Big Boy.
Good friends, good food, good times. Sit long, talk much, laughed often. Quotes you've heard or seen hanging on the walls of kitchens. They're all true because a kitchen is the heart of your family's home. When you walk through the doors of Schwalbach Kitchens, you become part of our family. As we help you create the kitchen of your dreams, see how affordable creating those memories can be. Schwalbach Kitchens, part of your family and your local kitchen dealer for over 32 years.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. We've got a good crowd down here as usual. Remember, we tape Tuesday nights at Up Front and Company. Come on down and join us. We usually have fun. Okay, continuing the fundraiser theme, and again, this is something that isn't just raising money for a good cause. It's something you can do and have a good time. With me is Tom Hislop, and Tom is as one of the organizers of an upcoming fundraiser. It's called the Sean Costello Memorial Fund for Bipolar Research. Tell us, Tom, welcome first. Tell us, who's Sean Costello?
Sean Costello was a terrific musician based out of Atlanta, Georgia. One of the most talented young folks I've ever heard. Great guitar player, great songwriter, great singer, and especially a performer.
And there's some meaning to people in the Marquette area.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He was here the first time in 2000, played this club again in 2001. He played the Marquette Blues Festival in 2005 and the after party. I think probably maybe 7 different performances.
Yeah.
And I still run into people, Doug, who say they saw him and he changed their lives.
Yeah, so he touched a lot of people.
Yes.
And now he unfortunately suffered from bipolar disease. Tell us about him and what happened to him.
Sean, I guess some people would have characterized him as troubled. I was close to him and I didn't really see it that way, but I'm not in the habit of diagnosing my friends.
Sure.
You know, to me he just seemed like many other musicians.
Yeah.
and the way they live.
Yeah.
But a year or a year and a half before, he died in 2008.
Yeah.
The night before he would have turned 29. And he had, a year or year and a half before that, he had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and had been working with his physicians to try to come up with some sort of medication regimen that would enable him to live a productive life and continue to perform effectively. And he couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And
He died as a result of medications.
Self-medication.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's very as we were talking, it's very difficult to diagnose these and even recognize these things. And again, you know, the government is cutting back a lot on treating and diagnosing mental illnesses, so the public has to step up, and that's what you're doing. You've got a fundraiser coming up. In fact, it's May 20th, the same day as the Breast Friends Golf Outing, so you can go to the Breast Friends Golf Outing, enjoy your event there, come here to Upfront that night, and enjoy an evening of blues music with some of your favorite blues musicians, including Flatbroke Blues Band. Who else is going to be performing that night?
Travis and the St. Louis. That's Travis Swanson and the St. Louis. And we'll have Billy Flynn here from Green Bay and Chicago and Madison. Billy's just a great guitar player and singer. He's played with everybody. He was on the Cadillac Records soundtrack. He did all the guitar parts, if anybody saw that film, with Adrian Brody.
And this event, again, it's here at Upfront. It starts at 3 o'clock. It runs till 10 o'clock. They're asking for a $10 donation, with all that money going into bipolar research, because this is, again, one of those diseases that we're working to try to find a cure for this disease. We're losing too many talented people. Like you suggested, maybe someone that we haven't even discovered yet might come down with this disease, and we might never be able to appreciate their talents.
Well, that's what I was trying to express, Doug. You know, I think many of us may know someone with a mental disorder who hasn't revealed it because it's stigmatized. It's also misunderstood, so people may not be aware that they've got it. I also think anybody interested in music ought to care about this cause. The Sean Costello Memorial Fund for Bipolar Research is the only organization on the planet that's devoted specifically to researching the connection between bipolar disorder and musicians, and to enabling musicians to live more productive and happy lives.
That's great. You indicated that his parents are behind this. And,
they are.
And that they've encouraged people to have fundraisers that knew Sean throughout the country. This is our first one here in Marquette. Hopefully it's going to be good. Once again, it's Sunday, May 20th, right here at Upfront and Company. $10. Come enjoy some of your favorite blues bands and help raise money for this important project.
That's right.
Tom, I'd like to talk to you some more, but I'm not gonna, because we've got the Flatbroke Blues Band here.
Outstanding.
As a kind of a warm-up for this event. So good luck with that, and we appreciate all you're doing for this cause.
Thanks so much.
All right, stick around, Flatbroke Blues Band, when we come back. All right. Good job.
You want a car that makes the most out of every dollar without sacrificing quality, safety, or performance. At Fox Nagani, we'll give you 2 ways to save with low car payments and fuel efficiency. Get the best compact car for the money. The 2012 Chevy Cruze as low as $159 per month and save at the pump with 36 miles per gallon. Or the 2012 Chevy Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years in a row, $179 per month with 33 miles per gallon. And you'll get the best service after the sale.
Fox Nagani, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car financed in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR, new or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
All right. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much. All right. They've been on our show before. They've been at Upfront before. They're going to be at Upfront again on May 20th for the Sean Costello fundraiser. They're one of our favorite bands, the Flatbroke Blues Band.
Me long before we met. Just one thing, baby, that I'm sure you understand. Well, it's one kind favor I've gotta ask before I start. Yeah, I'm begging you, baby, don't be reckless with my heart. It's all true. So many men did me bad before. Just won't let nobody do me bad no more. Well, it's one kind favor I've got to ask before I start. I'm begging you, baby, don't be reckless with my heart. Much more than a game. Lose one time at love, you'll never be the same. Well, it's one kind favor I've got to ask before I start. Yeah, I'm begging you, baby, don't be reckless with my heart. Come on now, baby. Now you're a good little lover, much more than a friend. Just one thing, baby, that I'm sure you'll understand. One kind favor I've got to ask before I start. Yeah, I'm begging you, baby, don't be reckless with my heart.
Doing business in Upper Michigan is more important than ever. As consumers, supporting the UP economy is something we can all embrace. Each year, Gilbert Dairy buys $7 million of unprocessed milk from UP dairy farmers. We invest and sponsor a wide variety of community events, and our annual payroll adds another $2 million to our fragile economy. Remember that the next time you visit your local grocery store. Gilbert Dairy, pouring $9 million annually into the UP economy, 1 gallon at a time.
Okay, all right. I want to thank our guests. We had Chris Ozier and Regina Robinson here for the Mqt History Center. They've got a fundraiser Saturday. Check that out. Mary Beth Kurtz is here with her Breast Friends, and they got the golf outing coming up on May 20th. Tom Hislop was here for the Sean Costello fundraiser. That's also May 20th. A lot of stuff going on. And we also, of course, had the Flat Broke Blues Band here. All right, remember, join us here again next week on the Doug Garrison Show, and we're glad to see you.